Hi, I'm Peter Whittle. Now, when Lee Anderson announced he was joining the Reform Party this week, he stated clearly that he wanted his country back. Of course, the predictable chorus went up from the usual elite critics. Back from whom, it is sneeringly asked. Back to where and when? To an idyllic 1950s? In other words, it was just proof of misplaced nostalgia, xenophobia and bigotry in their eyes. The same charges were made during the Brexit campaign, and we got used to them. This is all utter rubbish, of course, and insulting rubbish at that. The fact is that millions feel that their country no longer belongs to them, that their country in its present form is actively hostile to them, that everything that formed their sense of being part of a nation has been deconstructed, attacked and undermined. In this feeling, they are entirely correct. Now, the effects of mass migration are crucial in this respect, but they are far from being the whole story. Certainly, this country has been demographically transformed completely without public consent. The biggest change in 1,000 years to the makeup of Britain has been wrought within living memory and outside the democratic process. It has made many parts of the country unrecognisable. People have been told that they are wrong to rue this or to feel a sense of loss. Indeed, that even to want familiarity is somehow a deficiency, that it's narrow-minded and provincial. But it's not just about demographic change, profound though that is. It's often said that countries and peoples can survive even the devastation of war and come back, but that if you really want to destroy them, you take away their history, their achievements, and their sense of themselves. Now that is what has been happening in Britain. And all of it has been done to us and against our will. Our extraordinary history has been recast and taught as a source of infinite shame. Our historical heroes are denigrated and insulted. Our unique and remarkable achievements in shaping the modern world are disowned, downplayed and discredited. Our precious freedom of speech has become more and more restricted. It's hardly any wonder that the only recently commonly used expression, "it's a free country," is virtually never heard now. The streets of our capital are increasingly the domain of those who have nothing but hostility for us. The institutions that form such an important part of our national identity have been captured, from the civil service to our museums, from the church to the police, from the army to the education system. An ideology which is essentially hostile to this country has taken root and wields enormous influence on our politics and culture. It's hardly surprising, therefore, that so many of us feel that the people in charge in all areas of our national life are waging a war on Britain, on its past and its very idea of itself. Now, I reserve a special contempt for these people. Predominantly middle class and white and drenched in cultural self-loathing, they define themselves by their distaste for the mass of ordinary people in the wider country. They are the ones primarily responsible for taking our country away from us. They are the ones who have engineered a slow, quiet revolution from above. And they are the ones who then sneer at us for wanting our country back. Now, if enough of us want it, then I am sure we will eventually retrieve it. I firmly believe this can happen, even if it takes a generation. But in the meantime, we have to maintain faith, courage, and a knowledge that it is us who will eventually prove to be on the right side of history. Thank you.